if we go back in time a little bit, so you talked about one of the big lessons you had was this idea of value in putting time in each role. Well, I want you to explore that a little bit more. What does that mean when someone's listening to that? What are some ways they should think about that in whatever role they're in today?
That's a great question. So for me, it was about, you cannot possibly be exposed to every situation or opportunity within a 12-month period, or quite frankly, a 24-month period, and you can be high performing and all those good things. But there is real value in taking your time to kind of learn your craft, to have different situations come up along the way that challenge your thinking, because you have to have a different set of lenses on as you go forward. So I think for me, I felt like there was confidence that grew and came out of having those situations pop up that I had to manage through, that I had never been exposed to in my career at that point, and felt like I was going to be able to rely on that later on, and from a mentor standpoint, from a leadership standpoint, to absolutely be able to refer back to that and then utilize it and help your team in the next role, or whatever position you're in.
I love that. I think that's a great way to look at it. It's almost like reminding us that accelerating too quickly can be a bad thing, because deal with a fire here, learn how to solve it. So when you get promoted to something up here and the fires are a lot bigger, you had some experience seeing that. So your journey is one where you kind of start off technical and then moved all the way up into this group VP role. So I know you've got some life lessons for us, but I want to start off by asking you a question.
Sure.
What were some of the biggest challenges in learning how to lead multiple teams or larger groups of people? Because now you've got a pretty big organization. I'm sure that there had to have been some growing pains as you went along the way and leading more and more folks.
Sure. The first thing I would say is, when you have multiple teams that you're leading, of course, there are, I'll just say, multiple viewpoints that you come in contact with on every single day. And, the challenge for me there is, okay, I've got to find a way to get everybody on the same page. But everybody's time, treasures, and talent are different. And so I felt like the key for me was to engage with those individuals, go meet the teams, and understand maybe what their roadblocks were, or perceived roadblocks were for growth, and maybe what their challenges were. And I really utilized that as kind of my basis to get started. Certainly it's not easy when you have multiple teams, but the other thing I would say is a much bigger lesson, or the next lesson in leadership that came about was, everybody talks about getting the right person in the right seat on the bus. And sometimes those take difficult decisions. And I remember starting out, I didn't move as quick as I should have. And so I wound up kind of almost going backwards in a way, Brandon. And once I saw the success of, hey, this person might not be the right fit for this particular role, but that doesn't mean that they're not valuable to the company, And I think that's where you have to understand, hey, what are they passionate about? And so then once you start aligning those things, that what feels like a symphony, with all these different parts, all of a sudden, instead of people warming up or on different scores, once you start moving towards getting everybody on the same page, then it becomes much easier to manage. But I would say, even the difficult decisions, you're much better off to approach those head on and obviously in a tactful way, but you've got to do what's best for the business, and what's best for the business is the people. So because I think the other thing is other people are looking around and watching you as a leader and saying, hey, are you willing to put up with that? Well, you must not care. And that may not be true, but that's the perceived notion, is that you may not care about ultimately them indirectly.